There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the name.
Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name, and I am currently in my house that I'm renovating, thinking about turning this into an Airbnb / content creation space, because I need a place where I can store my equipment and shoot content. So I think that's just one of the things we may do. I'm actually in a corner of the kitchen right now. The whole interior is painted white. We still got to do a lot of cleaning, you know, the floor and everything like that. We have the white marble look on the floor. Everything is painted white. We're gonna have gold fixtures, so it's white and gold themed. And yeah, it's gonna be nice and bright in here, and that's kind of what we're doing with it. But in this video, I actually want to talk to you guys about trucking. So it's been a minute since I did a trucking video, and in case you don't know, I used to have a trucking authority, and I help a lot of people. Well, I've consulted for quite a few people on starting their own trucking company. And so this channel was partially built around trucking. I know a lot about trucking. And so every now and then, I just go back, you know, kind of to my roots. My real roots is like accounting, right? I'm an accountant, and I started out doing a lot of accounting videos, and started a trucking business before I segued into government contracting and things like that. But trucking is kind of like a foundation for me on this channel. So every now and then I go back to just kind of find out what's going on in the market, because since I'm not directly associated with booking loads and things like that currently, even though I know how to do it, I'm not actually currently doing it. And so I was just curious to see what the rate was like, and then not only just seeing what the rates were like, but also how is the industry doing, because you know, things are moving again, like lumber is down, and gas prices have kind of settled to a degree, and so the world isn't in this pandemic panic. So I just was curious to see, you know, what the current trucking market was like. We be having these windows open here while we're working, but so trying to see what the current market is like, and I was kind of surprised. One way of testing the market for me is to see it more like up close in person, right? So I go to companies that sell trucks. So I go down to my local MHC, and you know, just to inquire about what's going on, because they should probably know faster than almost anybody, because they're seeing either trucks flying off the lot or a slowdown of trucks, like selling, like they can't move them. So I go there and I meet these guys, and we have a great conversation about trucking, the industry, expectations, and they were actually familiar with what I do on my channel. And so they were also asking me, since they know I'm kind of like watching economics and things like that, not just in trucking, but say like the world. And you know, just kind of curious as to whether or not where I thought the rates were gonna go. And so we were just having a good conversation, and they showed me, you know, I brought up the fact that California is banning the sale of diesel trucks in like 2036, or I think it's 2036 or something like that. And so they were like, man, they hadn't heard about it, but they're in Georgia, so maybe it wouldn't matter about, you know, what's going on in California, but they do truck sales, and that was the first time they had heard of that. And they said, well, you know, now it's making sense, because they have a new electric box truck, not a semi truck, but electric box truck that they are currently selling, brand new. The truck is selling for $414,000 and up, $414,000 and up. Now, in context, a regular diesel semi truck, not box truck, a regular semi truck, like talking about with the sleeper on it and everything, is selling for like 200 and something. So double the price of a regular diesel sleeper semi truck. Double, think about it. First of all, double, and it's not even a semi truck. It's only a box truck. So double the price, go from 200,000 to 400,000, and you get an electric vehicle. And I don't know. Like, of course, charging is going to take longer than, say, charging is going to take longer than gassing up, of course. But, you know, you have also a range of, I think, 300 and something miles before you need to charge. Now, I don't know the exact specs. That's what they told me. I think it's like 300 and something miles. But I don't have the spec sheet right in front of me. I did see the price. One was 414,000 and the other one was like 423 or 419 or something like that. It was more than the 414. But just looking at 414,000, and then the truck, the semi trucks, the diesel trucks were 200 and something thousand, like 220 or something like that. Brand new. I'm talking about 2023 models. They would double what it would cost to buy a regular semi diesel truck. The range is 300 and something miles. Not sure how far you can drive on a regular diesel truck, but I know that weather greatly affects, weather greatly affects range on an electric vehicle. Now, we haven't seen the price of the semi trucks yet, but if the electric box trucks are 400,000, then I imagine that the semi trucks are going to be considerably more expensive, $500,000 and up. So if we're looking at even around the same gas distance, but the charging time is going to be longer than gassing up, right? And then the weather affecting how well the electric vehicle performs, it's going to be interesting. And it's double the price. And on top of that, the rates are getting worse. There are people, from what I'm hearing, driving for $1 a mile. $1 a mile, around $1 a mile. And people are arguing over $1 a mile. They're like, I can't remember what city it was. I was hearing that there was a city where people were fussing and getting into it over $1 a mile, $1 per mile type of rates. That's crazy. I was used to like $3 a mile back a couple years ago. You would think that the rates would go higher, right? At some point it has to turn around. How, when it's going to do that, we don't really know, but it's pretty interesting. I just wanted to come on here and kind of like discuss that. But yeah, imagine if you got to go electric, the vehicle is double the price as a regular gas vehicle, and the rates are terrible right now. How do you pay for it? Insurance is also kicking, it's like crushing people. Don't get me wrong, I see people who might have been in the business 5 years, 10 years, and they're like, yeah, I had to get out of it because insurance or the rates is just too low. And then I've seen people who first year, they're like, oh my God, this is the most money I've ever made in my life. Thank you, God, for trucking. So I don't know where the differences lie. I don't know if insurance wants old people out, new people in. I don't know. It's very interesting though. Anyway, get in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think is going on. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram at symbol KING CASINO and the number 1. So King Casino 1. All right. Anyway, right now you watch a casino as a name. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we out.
I was always focused on the money. I started with nothing. I was born to be an entrepreneur. I'm a real estate investor. Had my own trucking authority. Multiple college degrees. Ex-military. I'm an author. Motivational speaker. Not to mention I'm an accountant. But with all the things that I've done, It was government contracts that truly made me rich.
Yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino Is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty. Me
and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really tried.
You say you want to be successful, but what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. No, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.